The prophet cried out to God, "How long will you wait? How long will I have to go until you answer me?" It's a very familiar cry to many of us. When we go through challenges in our life, we ask the question, "God, when will this suffering stop? Where are you, God? Are you even there?" It's a very normal question as we try to live our lives in a world full of suffering and challenges. There was a hiker who was hiking along the mountain, and when he was hiking, he lost his step and he started to fall off a cliff. But thankfully, he was able to grab onto a branch that was coming out of the rocks, and he yelled out, "God, are you there? Help!" And God yelled out to the man, "I am here. I am the Lord. Do you trust me?" And the man said, "Yes, Lord, I believe. I trust you." And God said, "Well, let go, and all will be fine." The man stopped and thought. He said, "I can't hang on much longer. Is there anybody else up there?" That's what goes on in our lives. When we've lost our way, when we've lost our faith, we hope that somebody will come and give us more strength and rescue us. In today's gospel, that's what we hear the apostles doing. They go to Jesus and say, "Increase our faith. Help us to have more faith that we can believe." And Jesus tells them, if only they had faith the size of a mustard seed, they could move a mulberry tree. Now, mustard seeds are very tiny seeds. In Jesus' time, that was the tiniest seed that they knew of, even though we now know there's more tinier seeds. But if only they and we had faith the size of a mustard seed. So little, so small. We don't need much, we just need a bit. But you see, the world we live in is often so dark. We have so much hurt that we have lost that bit of seed, that mustard seed that was given to us. And even though we hear our God say, "Trust me," we can't see him. A few years ago, there was a fire in a house, and it was filled with a father and his 12-year-old son. The father was able to actually get out of the house, but the son was trapped by flames and was able to get up to the roof of the house. And the father could see his son, and the son was screaming, "Daddy, Daddy, help me!" And the father said, "Son, I'm here. Jump, I will catch you." But the problem was the son couldn't see his father. All he saw was flames and smoke and the heat. It was so overwhelming. But he said, "Daddy, I can't see you. I don't know where to go." And the father just yelled out, "Son, I see you. Trust me. Jump. I will catch you." See, sometimes our faith is truly that. It's a leap of faith. Like in the Indiana Jones movie, as they were looking for that Holy Grail, and there was that one of those last tests that Indiana Jones saw this great cavern between him and where the Grail was, and there was nothing there. And the challenge for him, the one who didn't believe, was to take that leap of faith. And he wasn't sure, but he had to believe. So he put his foot out and went down, and lo and behold, there was a hidden walkway. See, but we don't have to have a hidden walkway to believe. In our baptism, God gave us that spark of faith which is in each and every one of us. And even though at times we might have lost our way, in our baptism, God lassoed each one of us and is pulling us back to God, even if at times that rope seems to be stretched so thin, maybe as tiny as a fiberglass thread. But that string is still attached from us to God. You see, we need to get rid of the noise, the doubts in our life. We have to do as the psalmist says and sit in silence to see Christ in our midst. You know, it is a challenge. I myself, in my own life, have been asking questions. God, where are you? Why? Life would be so much easier if things would happen just the way that I would want them to be. That's not how life works. That's not how God works. In the midst of each and every one of our challenges, in the midst of illness, in the midst of money problems, in the midst of relationship problems, it is that faith that was given to each and every one of us that we need to find. That is there. The faith, even as the tiniest bit as a mustard seed, which will help us find God through Christ again. How much faith do you have? Is it strong enough to move mountains? Or are you so broken right now that you can't find it? In a moment, I'm going to be inviting you to come forward to this table to receive Christ's body and his blood, to feed on him and be reminded that it is in him that we can find our faith again. Feed on Christ. Increase your faith. And leave with hope that tomorrow is a better day. Amen.